What's good YouTube, you know what it's thank to Santa, what's up and welcome back to another summer signings video, and this time I'm going to talk about the signings that Manchester City have done so far. And let's take a look at their starting lineup and the players they have bought. And obviously Joe Hart remains in goal, no changes there. And then Clichy, Mangala Otamendi is signed now, although Company will be instead of Mangala, but yeah, he's injured like half the season, so yeah. And then the biggest season so far for Man City, well, one of the biggest, is Gundogan from Dortmund. They bought him for around 23-25 million pounds, so that's a very good signing. And if Guardiola can make him the player he once was, then City has a really good player in him, because sometimes their defensive skills in the big matches, as yeah, you just can't see the defensive skills, especially with a player like Toure, who likes to go forward a lot, and when he doesn't have his best match, then you can really see that City is suffering as a team. So Gundogan, yeah, a really good solid signing that could help Toure in his gameplay as well. And then De Bruyne on the wing, Silva as again, another signing, Nolito, a former Barcelona player who had Pep as a trainer at Barcelona. So he reunites with him, his former trainer, and also declined the move to Barcelona just to follow Pep to Man City. So yeah, he really likes Pep, so maybe that's why. And he's a decent player, well, a good player, very good player for Celta Vigo, scoring goals, the top scorer for Celta Vigo. They bought him for 15 million pounds, that's a good signing, although I'm not so sure that he would be a starting player, because we really bench a player like Sterling that bought for 50 million pounds, and yeah, maybe we'll do, maybe they won't, but actually he's probably much better than Sterling right now. I mean, most of the players are, and up front, no one else than Aguero, no changes there, and yeah, they can't really improve that position. And I'm not sure if Silva will start as a cam or De Bruyne as a cam, not even sure if they're going to use that formation. You never know with Pep Guardiola, might do a 5-4-1, 4-2-3-1 like this one, or a 3-2-5, no 3-5-2, or a 4-3-3, I don't know, but that's going to be interesting as well. They also signed two more players, so not on the starting 11 yet. One of them is the Australian player Moy. Not gonna lie, don't have too much information about him. Well, I didn't know much about him before this video, so I did a little bit of research and I found out that he's from Australia. Let's take a look at stats first. Pretty all-round player, decent player, only 24 or something like that. Yeah, 24. And medium, 3-star skiller. And Man City signed Moy, or Moy, I think it's Moy. So yeah, they signed him from the sister club Melbourne City FC, and he scored 11 goals and 21 assists the last season with Melbourne FC. And actually, he was named the club's player of the year twice. So yeah, the last two seasons been named player of the year. So yeah, he's not a nobody, he's a very good player, attacking minded player, likes to go forward, so Pep clearly sees something in him. So yeah, you should really watch out for that guy. I'm pretty sure Pep will let him get some play time, maybe and start a few matches, because he really likes to give new players time and chances to play matches. Then we have Zinchenko, I think it's Zinchenko from Russia. No, I don't know anything about this guy, but if it has medium high and plays a cam, then I'm not so sure about that signing. Yeah, not gonna talk about him that much because I know nothing at all about him. And you can see my short list, the players that have been linked to Man City, and a few players that, well, one player that I think Man City should buy, but I'm gonna talk about that in a second. It's a story behind that player. But yeah, first of all, John Stones from Everton, 21-year-old centre-back who is a really good player, but Everton turned down a 40 million pound bid for him from Man City, and the reports have it that they want at least 50 million pounds. That would make him the most expensive centre-back ever, especially at that age. He's English and Man City wants to buy more English players, but it feels like English players are so much overpriced than non-English players. You can easily get the next player around here, Bonucci, for like under 50 mil. You could get Godin 50 mil. You could get Boateng for under 50 mil as well. And then 21-year-old Stones for 50 mil. That's a bit... Yeah, the market is fucked in Premier League when it comes to England players, but it is what it is, and in the end I think, yeah, they will sign him no matter what. The starting centre backs in Man City is Company, of course, and then Otamendi. They also have Demichelis, but I'm not so sure that Pep Guardiola liked that guy. I mean, he was alright at Malaga, and then Pellegrini, because he managed Malaga and Demichelis, brought him to Man City as well when he managed Man City. But he made a few mistakes. It's pretty slow, not the Premier League type of player you want in defense. But going back to Company, he's almost injured this entire season, like every few seasons now. It's annoying. So if they buy Stones, I'm pretty sure he will play like 10 or 15 league matches, no doubt about it, because Company, he will get injured. And then Stones will partner up with Otamendi, and that could be a quite solid defense. Leonardo Bonucci, the Juventus player, 28-year-old, he is Man City's plan B. At least a few weeks ago he was, but not sure about this now, because it looks like Man City will go for John Stones no matter what. But if they don't, then Bonucci was the plan B. And if they buy him, my God, what defense they got, man. Company, Bonucci, that's a solid brick in defense. And even if Company gets injured, you got Otamendi alongside Bonucci. I mean, very good defensive players there, and a tough task to break down for any attacking players they will meet. And then going to skip Alaba for now, going back to that a bit later. But then LEROY SANE, a Schalke player. I mean, this have gone on for too long now in my opinion, but somehow it's probably gonna end up in Man City. And Man City actually offered Schalke 35 million pounds for Sané, but Schalke did decline that offer, and they want 41.5 million pounds for Sané. Man City only wants to pay a maximum of 35, but yeah, we'll see about that, because if Man City wants a player, they get that player, man. And then the 19-year-old wonder kid named the new Neymar, Gabriel Jesus from Palermo in the Brazilian league. His club wants 26 million pounds for him, and they have actually turned down offers from Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Inter Milan. And now Man City is pretty sure that they will win the fight over this player, over Real Madrid, Barcelona and Inter Milan and Juventus. If Man City buy this player, he's most likely to be loaned out to his club, because he doesn't have work permission in the UK yet. So yeah, they're gonna loan out till the January window back to Palermo and then bring him back. But that could be an interesting signing, and the Brazilian players are always interesting, especially for me, because I really love Brazil, and Brazilian players, they are so skillful, man. You love seeing Brazilian players play. And now moving on to Alaba. Alaba is a, as I said, in Manchester United summer signings, every team would like a player like Alaba. I mean, the positions he can play in, left back, centre back as well. Lately, the last season, he plays a centre back, also Sicilian and left mid, and he does the hard work every single match. No matter if his team is losing 1 or 2-0, he still gives 110%, and he does his job, and he scores goals as well. And he's only 23 and already one of the most important players at Bayern Munich. But the thing is, when Pep Guardiola signed for Man City, Bayern Munich added a thing in the contract saying Pep Guardiola cannot sign Bayern Munich players, so that's why he cannot buy Alaba. But it would be pretty awesome to see Alaba in Premier League, because I think that league will really fit his playstyle and reunite with Pep Guardiola once again. But for now, he will not join Man City as long as Pep Guardiola is managing the team. But if they bought Bonucci or Stones, they'll probably replace Mangala and put Stones straight in starting 11. And if they could get Alaba, which they can't because of the deal in the contracts, he would replace Clichy every day in the week. But another position they should improve is the the right back position, because Zabaleta, he's a very good player, but he is quite old. He's 30 now, have a few seasons left, maybe 2 maximum at Man City. But when he gets injured or get red cards or something like that, they need another good centre back who knows Man City's style of play, going forward, crossing in, and still tracks down in defense. I'm not saying that Sagna doesn't do that, but he lacks the qualities that Zabaleta has. But the market right now, not really any right backs they could buy. Carvajal, but they're not going to leave Real Madrid. Maybe Danilo, but it would be quite pricey because Real Madrid bought him for 30 mil. And Dani Alves would be a great signing, but he joined Juventus. Maybe a Premier League player, but that would be overpriced as well because of the rival clubs not really want to sell players to their rival clubs. Who do you think Man City should buy? Do they even need to buy any new players? Because even more players, because they already got Aguero world class, Silva world class, Nolito, he's very good player, maybe not world class, but he's very good. De Bruyne world class, Gundogan as well, Toure, Mangala, Clichy, Otamendi, Zabaleta, and on the bench, one of the best young strikers in the world, Iheanacho. I mean, when it comes on the pitch, he goes forward, straight forward at goal, and he scores goals as well. And that kind of style will really suit under Pep Guardiola, because Guardiola can really develop this dude into a world-class striker one day. And then they have Nasri and Sterling. Sterling, 50 mil for him, only scored 2 goals or something like that. So yeah, not so sure if they want to sell him, because yeah, the money they put for him. So he will probably be a bench player. But then Nasri been in the club for too long, not really done anything great, so he might get sold. And then Sagna, Moy, the new player, the Navas, yeah, he does his job, but not gonna sell anything. Then Fernando, and they also have Delph, the snake. We have Boni as well, Kolarov. Then Michelis might get sold actually. Fernandinho, I mean, he will not be the #1 choice between Gundogan. So Gundogan will be the first team player instead of Fernando and Fernandinho. He will link up, well, not link up, not full ultimate team now. He will team up, partner up with Toure. But yeah, other than that, who do you think Man City should sign? Do they need to sign any more players? I'm gonna do maybe 2 or 3 more Premier League teams and then moving on to the next league. But yeah, let me know which team I should talk about. But yeah, leave a like this video, subscribe if you're new, and that would be awesome. And yeah, thanks for watching. This has been boy Fan to Send. Until next time, peace!